Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net and it's Sunday the 11th of August. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget that the site is kept completely free of charge by you, and that's because you come back and you use the site and you use the adverts, and that's what generates the revenue that keeps us free of charge. We are a commercial operation, it's not amateur, it's not a hobby site, it's a full professional site, and by you coming back and using us, that's what means that we can keep it free of charge. Now, I've been having a little bit of a play today, just looking at our nearest star. Been looking at the sun and what the sun's been up to recently, and just a few interesting charts for you. First one I wanted to show you, and by the way, these are from climateforyou.com. This is the chart of sunspot numbers going back to 1700, so quite a way, and up to the present. Well, actually getting up to 2012, and just interesting to note, isn't it? Look how the sun generally, you can draw a slight upward graph there in the number of sunspots that have occurred since 1700. This is two charts, which is total solar irradiance versus sunspots. Only goes back to 1978 because of the start of measurements of this. But notice, look, how irradiance increases, look, so do the number of sunspots, and as it falls, so the number of sunspots. So you see there's a link there between those two. Now this is total solar irradiance going right the way back to 1610. It's a reconstruction of total solar irradiance. It's from climateforyou.com again. What's really interesting is look how low total solar irradiance was here in the mid 1600s, but then look how it rises really rapidly here during the early part of the 20th century, and how since about the 1940s it's kind of levelled off. And this one is global temperatures versus the sunspot numbers, and you see how there's a distinct link here, look, isn't there, between the two, on the two charts here, until around 2000. Then we see a break take place where the number of sunspots has fallen and temperatures have levelled off. Of course, other factors are at play as well. We've got cosmic rays and sunspots, and this is sunspots and cosmic rays put together, and you see the peak in sunspots tends to occur with the trough in cosmic rays. So the higher the number of sunspots tends to occur with the lower count of cosmic rays. So plenty of things happening, and of course we've seen that levelling off in temperature since about the turn of the century, and since then this is what total solar radiation has done. Look, we saw a fall, we've seen a rise, and it's now starting to come back down again in the medium term off the totals that we saw at the end of last year. So I'm making no links here between climate change arguments and between anything else, but I just think it's useful to see these charts and just be aware of what factors are taking place. Let's take a look at how things shape up, though, in the nearer term. This is the forecast for the next 7.5 days of temperature anomalies across Europe. And you can see that the model is expecting temperatures to be below normal across central parts of Europe and across the west of Scandinavia during this period. Over the UK, well, it's a little bit of nothing, really. A bit of this, bit of that. And generally below normal towards more northern areas, slightly above in the south. Above normal across Iberia, and well above normal here again, look, through the central and central parts of Russia and running through the eastern parts of Europe. So certainly some warm conditions around. Rainfall anomalies across Europe for the next week looking something like this. The red colours indicating where totals are below normal, and you can see here, look, really it's southern England running into Germany and right the way across into much of Russia that see rainfall totals below normal. Yes, there's one or two areas, look, where showers are likely to be occurring, and in those areas there could be more rainfall, but generally well below normal rainfall. It's those more northern areas that see above normal rainfall, and you won't be surprised to know the jet stream is meandering through somewhere like that. Incidentally, notice the greener colours across western Scotland and northwest England. That's actually 120 to 130% of normal precipitation in those areas across the British Isles. And here is total rainfall in amounts from the GFS model. You see most of it forecast to occur across the west of Scotland here with 40 millimetres plus. Generally for most of us across Scotland, across Ireland, we're looking at 20 millimetres plus. Southern parts of England though, look how much drier they are, generally less than around 10 millimetres in the next week. And we've got fronts around today, which you won't be surprised to know. This is the chart for today. Quite a strong westerly wind blowing. We've got showers around, most of them out towards the west, one or two of them quite heavy at times on those western coasts. Dry towards the east and also the south. Quite a breezy day though, and feeling cool. Now for Monday, the flow is going to be turning into the northwest. It brings us sunshine and showers again. Probably more showers around on Monday than we see on Sunday. Most of them to northern and western Scotland and the north and the west of Ireland. Dry towards the south and the east, but one or two showers could just get their way through into more southern areas during the afternoon. Feeling cool again in a stiff west to northwest breeze. Tuesday sees a ridge of high pressure building in, still 1 or 2 showers for Scotland and for northern England. Also a little bit of rain just coming into western parts of Ireland from that front, but for most it's dry and we should find some sunny spells. Top temperatures about 23 across southern England, nearer 16 in northern Scotland. Wednesday looks to be a more unsettled day. Fronts dragging their way eastwards through the country. Cloud and outbreaks of rain for Scotland, for northern England and for Ireland. I think for much of southern England and for southern and eastern Wales we should find it dry with some sunny spells through the day. However, cloud will be increasing, so the sunshine really becoming in short supply later. Lighter winds to the south, but brisker southwesterlies further north. On Thursday we've got a front that gets stuck through this sort of Wales, northern England, the Midlands area. However, that could be further north, it could be further south, not too sure yet, but along the line of the front could be some moderate bursts of rain to be watching out for. You notice the model's got it dry towards the south and southeast, which is probably about right, and just some showers coming into northern and western Scotland and most of Ireland. And then for Friday, well, more fronts around on Friday. We've got a southwesterly flow, quite a windy day for Ireland and for Scotland. Outbreaks of rain moving through these areas. I think some drizzle affecting northwest England, northern and western coasts of Wales and perhaps the southwest of England too. But for central and eastern Scotland, should be drier, should be brighter, and there should be some sunny spells, although that sunshine tending to be hazy, particularly with the proximity of those fronts, but much wetter towards the north and the west. Now don't forget, if you've got clear skies tonight and you get a chance to get outside, go out and have a look towards the east, particularly around midnight. It's the Perseid meteor showers that really are going now and should be on for the next few nights. Have a look, you never know, you might be able to see a shooting star. So once again, thanks for watching. Don't forget, we're kept free of charge by the adverts you're seeing around the screen here. So once again, it's down to you to keep us free of charge. Thank you for doing that and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.